You need to remove these immediately, but they violate the aesthetic guidelines.
These are just blank papers. Why does this matter?
Cold air hit my face when I stepped onto the dock and saw a neon orange ticket flapping on my post at 6:12 a.m. The lake was dark and quiet, fog on the water, boards slick under my boots. My coffee steamed while I counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tickets zip-tied to the same pole for my illegal lake dock. The HOA security cart crawled by, red light spinning. Dock 17 tagged again, Linda. Unapproved structure, the guard said into his radio like it was a crime scene. I stared at the same old dock that came with the house and felt my jaw lock. In my head it turned into one sentence: HOA ticketed my lake dock 6 times, had no idea I am their sheriff. They were about to learn who they were pushing. Linda, our HOA president, marched out of her garage like she had heard the radio call. Cardigan, clipboard, tight smile. She didn't say good morning. Your dock violates our updated standards. Wrong ladder. Wrong stain. Wrong everything. I said it was on the original plans and approved by the county. She rolled her eyes. The tickets stand. Pay or we lien the property. That night, May 3, 2024, I went to the HOA meeting to appeal. The clubhouse buzzed under old lights. I laid my permit on the table, county stamp in blue ink. My dock is approved, right here. Linda barely looked. The board has new standards, she said. When I tried to keep talking, she snapped homeowner comments are limited to 3 minutes and cut me off. Outside, a neighbor muttered, if we support you, they'll come after us too, and walked away. A week later, a certified letter arrived. It said I owed $1,200 in fines and they could seek a lien in 30 days. That was my line in the sand. No yelling. No slashed tires. Just rules. I cleared my kitchen table and treated it like work. I lined up photos, emails, and call logs in a binder. I logged into my work laptop and pulled every call from our subdivision. When the printer finally stopped, the file landed with 63 pages. Dozens of petty reports, all tied back to the HOA president's address or her closest friends. I knew what that meant. If there was a pattern, I could prove it. Here's the part Linda never cared to learn. 3 months earlier, I had been sworn in as the new sheriff for this district. Off duty, I wore a hoodie and ball cap and kept my head down. On duty, I wore the badge she kept abusing. I emailed the county code inspector and one of my deputies and invited them, officially, to the next open HOA meeting. No secret sting. Just public records meeting daylight. I attached the dock permit and the call log and asked the inspector to review the dock himself. Word leaked to the neighborhood Facebook page, and by the time the meeting night came, the parking lot overflowed. People walked in holding up their phones, ready to film. Inside, the air was hot and smelled like lemon cleaner. Linda stood at the front, smiling, clicking through a slideshow called Dock Beautification Plan. Halfway through a stock photo of a perfect lake, the back door opened and in walked the inspector, my deputy, and me in full uniform. The room went silent. I set my binder next to her laptop and turned it toward the crowd. This is the record of calls from this HOA to the sheriff's office and code enforcement, I said. I pointed so every phone caught it. Timeline item 1 April 5 at 4:27 a.m. false trespass call. I flipped ahead. Here are 6 tickets for Dock 17 based on new rules that were never filed. The inspector said the dock matches the original approved plans on file with the county. My deputy read the policy. Patterns of false reports can be prosecuted. Abuse of emergency services is against the law. The treasurer stared at the floor. Linda's face went red. Someone whispered, so the sheriff is the one you harassed? Grins spread across the room. Real life does not end with a villain dragged away in chains, but the flip was real. Within a month, the county finished its review. The board had to refund over $8,000 in bogus fines to homeowners. Linda resigned as president and was barred from serving on any HOA board in the county for 5 years. The new board filed legal rules with the county and stopped using threats as a hobby. My dock was officially cleared and logged as compliant. Now mornings on the lake are simple again. Boards cold under my bare feet, sun coming up over the trees, water hitting the posts. Kids fish off my dock and nobody snaps photos or calls the cops. Last week that same nervous neighbor walked down with a thermos and said, "I'm glad our sheriff lives here." I laughed, took the coffee, and watched the light slide across the water. Please follow for more HOA showdowns like this. Do you think she got what she deserves? Comment below.